Fresh honey. Fragrant and sweet.
Relax.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Relax.
Light it up! Pyroclastic surge! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Behold!
Everlasting as the moon! Burn it down! Light of the blazing sun!
Upon the gale.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Let's light it up! Pyroclastic surge!
Unsightly insects. Behold! you even here?
Witness my rise. Overruled.
Light up the blazing sun!
Laid bare.
Burn it down! Teamwork is dreamwork! Cry loud! Transfixed! Wrath from the skies! Everybody stand back!
Go on.
Everlasting as the moon.
Laid know your place.
Transfixed! Pyroclastic surge! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Search for Witness my rise. Overruled.
Wrath from the sky! Huh? I'm going in! Try and stop me!
Wretched vermin! Behold!
Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Want to take my hammer?
Transfixed.
Let's light it up! Everybody
Unsightly
stand!
insects! Squall and fury! Upon the gale!
Overruled.
Light up the blazing sun!
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
This is where you fall. Transfixed.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Laid bare.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Take a breather. Witness my rise. Burn it down.
Cry louder! Too slow.
Transfixed. Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare.
Wretched vermin! Worthless as expected.
Witness my wrath. Laid bare.
Light it up!
Unsightly insects.
Light of the blazing sun!
Behold.
This is where overruled.
Take a breather.
Our fate.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Shattered! Overruled!
Incinerate!
Laid bare. There is no escape!
Show no mercy! You two! Time to end them! Get some rest from the sky!
Overruled! Laid bare. Shine down.
Suffer the wrath of Eve! Light it up!
Witness mine. Overruled.
He's lolling! He's Papa! Get him! Pyroclastic surge!
Laid bare. There is no escape.
Fulfill our pact! You two! Time! Full throttle! Light of the blazing sun!
Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Incinerate!
Rise fixed.
Show no mercy! Get to work! Pyroclastic surge!
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild...
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him.
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies some of these must have been Rareir's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself.
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data... Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and...
Our lab could certainly accommodate some.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them.
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following. Meanwhile, the Wild Hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear...
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad...
A feeling we all share,
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Works for me. Ineffa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one...
The Curatorium will handle enough.
And we Frostmoon Scions...
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here
Never mind you. This is...
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now.
Gotcha! Stick...
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint struck...
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Laid bare.
Illusion shattered!
Commendable.
This is where you fall. Overruled!
Something with which to commemorate this occasion. Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Laid bare.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Overruled. Wind strike. Illusion shattered.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
No one's guarding this place, just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he...
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many
Difficult, yes. But it is also our most to expose the true intentions of this Rerir.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint's? Do these things just kinda happen?
Many strange things happen here. But this is not...
But that file really did move by itself! Hey, come out!
Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Hey, another file's moving!
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Huh. Okay. Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Paimon as well. Guess that.
Whatever this is,
All right. All these incidents.
wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these, and look, all these smaller,
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone.
some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby Soy.
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed, despite the name, I would not call a Tide Seal Stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough?
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the...
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so that's odd. We shouldn't have any guess. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an...
He's carrying a letter! Ooh, loud...
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. But why is he using the cannon again?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no...
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should... One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma.
Go! Fly! Not a moment!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend, but it is also thanks to you.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna...
Such faith in... But will the inhabitants of Nashatown understand why they wish to when all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look? The canon must see. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the...
You were waiting for us to leave Nashatown then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one in their folly. The townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to see this fragment. It once haunted your dream.
That is...
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But every last fragment calls to me sooner.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version, but each time the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning. While that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so...
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I...
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power...
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form. Oh, what truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything. I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength in... It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rerir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the wild hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis, so they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nashatown as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of...
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon.
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Oh, let me over.
They might, if Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility, high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. Oh, you're back. The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading—
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target?
Assessing risk level.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then she's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that her trust in us is not misplaced.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy for— Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Lama? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others...
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for— But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where—
Thank you, my lady. Thank you.
Then come. I need you to step forward.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job.
Huh? You're not
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need— Let's go, Yaho.
Okay. See you again, everyone!
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves.
You're actually some creature, aren't you?
Time to teach you a lesson you won't forget.
Leave this to us, Lady Moonchanter. Go.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Enougha, give her a crown.
Orders received and immediately deferred.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
Let's go, Enougha. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there!
Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle, what are you doing here? Go claw!
Ultimatum protocol.
Look, a rainbow!
Accelerated cleanup sequence initiated. Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode. Defensive mode engaged.
Go claw! Rash attack! Easy peasy. What made you think I couldn't take out one of my own designs, huh? This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Aw, alright, let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment.
No, I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, intimi potuvitos. In necritus necrus baptisi, canis ondes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur resurcu, topirtu aetion veratum.
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish. Torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength.
Let me guess. You didn't get...
Verfnir. Rheindaughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
Matters not. Having a heart being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world. You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, how laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia! We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have the flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited any— Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. And—
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score!
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia!
Well, anyway, thank you. I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot... And then well,
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please, call me Flint's.
Still, what do we do now? Rarer's gotten stronger again.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence. That means it's safe out there for now.
A question, if I may. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked.
No.
I see.
Oh yeah! The cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength. It seems my...
Shine down! Witness my rise! Wind strike! Never again. There is no the hearth. Now it's extinguished. Adventure time. Let's light it up. Off we go. I'm going in! Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Off we go! Adventure time! It's a miracle!
Tua.